Wait, is
Already
it recording?
done.
Oh, there it is. There.
That's,
Now it says.
um,
Now you can't say you didn't know it was being recorded. That's what blew out your eardrums, remember?
what?
Exactly.
Okay, so I think we were on uh, page 31. Sentences illustrating the comparative use of min. You lucky people. Oh, I am for reals teaching Hebrew at Tyndale 2627.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it is
Congrats.
official. Their lady is going on sabbatical and they need a pinch hitter. So it's nothing that I can necessarily expect to continue, except that
Mm.
being on their radar can only
Uh,
benefit me.
Mm-hmm.
that's awesome.
And everyone else.
Yeah. Is that thanks to Gord?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then I also accidentally met her on Saturday. So um,
At the thing.
at the thing at David Firth's Psalms thing, there was a dinner after, and I was sitting next to someone, and they were like, "Oh, we're here because of Rebecca Edistrom," and I'm like, "Rebecca Edistrom is here?" I'm like, "Well, of course she's right over there beside that lady." Okay, so I walk because I've been exchanging some messages with her about two different teaching things they're having me do at Tyndall. And yeah, so I wandered over and introduced myself, and the wheels spun for a moment. And she said, "I was going to email you Monday." And like, I'm just here to introduce myself. I'm not chasing you down. Anyway, yeah, right.
Ah.
So,
Cool.
right. So, page 31.
Oh my
Back to
goodness.
that. Now that hopefully Cody can just skip past all that. Good. Don't bother.
You are the best from all the other Hebrew teachers. There you
But
go. I tied it
what?
in.
But what is that in Hebrew?
I don't know.
This teacher is good from other teachers. Okay, don't bother reading it out because it's long. Um, Megan, number one.
Okay. This slave is more righteous than that king.
Glenn, what do you think?
Works for me.
Good. Glenn, number two.
Uh, the priest is more just than this king.
And
That's what I
all the
had
people
too.
said, good. And three.
Um, the elders are more wise than the evil prophets.
Okay. Glenn,
Yes.
how else could you say more wise?
Oh, are wiser.
Indeed. Both are correct, but that is the sort of thing you could do within the constraints of what's happening here.
Okay.
Uh, Glenn, number four.
Okay.
Uh, this land is greater than that land.
You do.
Great. Uh, yeah, and look at that. You naturally said greater rather than it's
More,
more great.
more great.
Megan, number five.
Um, the judgment is too harsh or severe for the man. I wrote severe, so I'll say that. The judgment is too severe for the man.
What'd you
I did
get?
not get this far, so
Okay.
um,
Yeah. Yeah, that one's a little weirder than the others, but I think you can still catch the logic of it. And Bible translation. Glenn, did you get to any Bible translation?
I have um, marks here from when we previously took this up.
Oh, okay. Okay. I keep forgetting
Yeah.
that you guys took this up. Okay.
So, but
Well,
I did not review. I did not get this far this week.
okay. Um, unless there's any burning questions, I think we'll talk pronominal suffixes then.
Okay.
Um,
Sounds good.
so I'd like you to keep your finger in page 67, the Hebrew pronouns, because I want to relate some things back.
Mhm.
Um, so pronominals, the pronouns you learned are only subjects. They're only going to say, you hit the ball. You have not yet learned how to say, the ball hit you. That you as a sentence object is not something Hebrew pronouns as you've learned them so far do. What Hebrew uses instead are pronoun suffixes. The adjective is pronominal. So that just to annoy you. These pronominal suffixes are used for possessive forms and object and indirect object. So, not that anyone's ever said this, but so he is a ball. I mean, rude, but you know that he is who, right? Who is a ball? He is a ball. But the ball, so his ball, his is the possessive. That would be a pronominal suffix. The ball is him. Again, I should have come up with some different examples beforehand, but here we are. The him, the object, again, pronominal suffix. Breaks down at some point, but anyways. Good. So there are what we hopefully categorize into type 1 and type 2 suffixes. Type 1 suffixes are used on singular nouns. type 2 suffixes occur on plural nouns. And then pronominal suffixes on prepositions can just sort of, some prepositions take type 1, some take type 2, but that's fine. Basically what we do is say learn the type 1 set, and the type 2s are recognizable in almost every case if you know the type 1. Okay, so, I guess the other thing, which we've probably said before, pronominal suffixes and nouns each have to be parsed separately. You can have a singular noun, pardon. Well, okay, it's true both ways. You can have a singular noun and a plural pronominal suffix. What did I just say? Singular noun, plural pronominal suffix. Our, plural, horse, singular. And you can have the opposite. You can have singular pronoun, plural, my books. So have to think about these kind of as separate words, even though they're always Legoed together, but you almost have to think about them as separate words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So third masculine singular and third feminine singular are O. Well, let's just do them one at a time at the moment. Third masculine singular is O. It's a holum vav at the end of a word. This is pretty common. His whatever is a pretty common thing to say in Hebrew. This is one of the ones you'll trip across the most. The type 2 actually looks more similar than it sounds, because that's now a consonantal vav. The type 2 suffix is I've. I think it's I've. So they actually sound really different, but they look similar. That vav on the end of a word is a little bit distinct.
Okay.
Third feminine singular is, the bad news is it's a comet's hay. Before you quit Hebrew, it's a comet's hay with a dot in it, which is definitely not a dogesh, because rules, even though it looks like a dogesh and kind of functions like one, but it's definitely not a dogesh. It's called a mapik. Yeah. So unfortunately, comet's hays occur all over the place. Fortunately, this is one of the few places you get a hay with a mapik, with a not dogesh. So for the moment, you may consider that very unique. And it's also a hay in the type 2, although it's a hay comets. So it's ha, not ah. But again, looks similar. Okay. This is where This is where I want you to skip back and look at the, wait, no, I don't. You should ignore me. I don't want you to skip back yet. Too early. Okay, I want you to look at all 4 second person forms. What's the commonality?
Is that a final calf?
It is, yes.
And is that the commonality?
That would be the commonality, yes.
Okay.
So in the second person forms, those are, pardon, in the singular forms, those are final calves. In the second person plurals, they're unfinal.
Mm.
But if the suffix is a calf, it's second person. Is it singular? Is it plural? Is it masculine? Is it feminine? These are questions hopefully you'll be able to answer, but that's a very good, clear, consistent diagnostic. It is not a sort of ending that is shared really elsewhere. You're not going to find very many suffixes that involve calves.
Okay.
This is something you can lean on. Okay.
And that's pronounced ad, not da, or not, I mean, I'm sorry, ak, not ka.
It's ka.
It's ka.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now's the part where you can flick back to your pronouns. What are the first person singular pronoun?
Ani?
Mm-hmm. And while we're at it, what's the first common plural?
Anachnu?
Anaknu.
Good. Okay. I want you to think about the last syllable of both of those as we come back over to our pronominal suffix. The first common singular suffix is E. That E from any, anoki, it's right here. And since I also had us look at anachnu, the first person plural pronoun, look here at the first common plural suffix, nu. Both the first persons are, as it were, riffing off of the pronouns. Okay. Back over to the pronouns. We observed that in the masculine plurals, they both had a mame. Third masculine plural, hame. Second masculine plural, atem. Well, the pronominal suffixes. The third masculine plural is hem. And the second masculine plural is chem. You've still got those mames on the masculine plurals. And then similarly, the feminine plurals were hain and Athena. And the suffixes are hen and ken. So you've got a little more than half of them that bear some amount of connection back to the pronoun that they start from. In the plural, mames, I guess I have to talk final here actually. Mames are masculine and nouns are feminine. At least final nouns are feminine, because I understand new is its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you've got that calf that gives you a guaranteed second person.
Mm-hmm.
So while it would be great if you just learn them all, hopefully there are some diagnostics there that will be instructive.
Mm-hmm.
So what do these look like on words? Well, that's where I'm sure we did this before. We come to 9.4, which gives us pronominal suffixes on horse. So the rule is, how do I know? I can hear you asking in your minds, how do I know whether this is a possessive or an object? Because his and him are not the same thing. The answer is, on a noun, it's possessive. It's always going to be his, our, your, my,
Okay.
on a noun. On a preposition, you'll translate it with that kind of object translation. Him, her, me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Glenn, how about you read the singulars?
Okay. Suso,
Good.
Susha,
Sus-ah.
Susa.
The vowel comes before the consonant.
Thank you. I am getting that mixed up. Suska.
Yes, except the schwa is vocal
Okay.
because it follows a long vowel.
Susaka.
Good.
Okay. Susek.
Yeah, susake.
Susake. Susie.
Good. And well, hang on. So why are they using the alternates? That's not funny. Okay. There are a couple. I guess I have to bring this up before you read it. The bottom of the previous page, bottom of 79. There are a couple alternate forms for type 1 pronominal suffixes. O can appear as who. In my experience, when this happens, you will be lost and confused until you look it up.
Okay.
Or maybe you'll be better at it than I am. That's a possibility. Actually, it should help because who sounds like the third masculine singular pronoun, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Who is he? So it should be helpful, but it's not. Anyway, the third feminine singular can be ha. I don't feel like that one happens very often. First common singular e can be ni. Again, tracks even better with ani, anoki, with the actual pronoun. Sometimes I recognize that one. I feel like the two most common are the third plurals. Hem can appear as and hen can appear as on. And that's reasonably common. So great. Now you, Megan, can read the plurals of pronominal suffixes on sus.
Susam, Susan, Susakame,
Kem.
Yep, that's what I was just like, that doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Susakem
Okay.
and Susenu.
Very good. Caught the accent.
Got it.
Okay. That's great. What gets less great is what happens with plural nouns. Why does it matter that there's a different form for the plural nouns? Because you lose the plural endings. Your eames and your, well, not really your oaths, your eames go away on the masculine plural nouns. So where you would expect to have susim, what you have instead is a type 2 suffix. The thing to notice about every type 2 suffix, I guess, except for the first common singular, is it's got this yod that forms a sort of connective letter. Hopefully that helps a little bit. It's almost like the yod, because the masculine plural ending is hierik, yod, mame. It's almost like that yod sticks around. Yeah, let's read these two so you can at least see how these work. Megan, this time, how about you do the singulars?
Okay. Susayev? Is it the V
Probably.
sound?
Yeah, that one is the
Okay.
V sound.
Okay. And then, okay. But there's no vowel, so is it Susayev? Susayev? I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
And a comets heroic is really unusual.
Okay.
So mostly I hear it pronounced Susayev.
Susayev. Susayev. Okay. Susayata? Sorry, Susayaha?
Sure, yeah.
What is that?
It's a ha.
Okay, so Susayaha?
Yeah, yeah.
Susayaka?
Yeah, probably those should be pronounced as the seagulls. I admit to not being entirely sure if the yod here is a consonant or a vowel letter. As a vowel letter, it should only be representing a long vowel, and seagulls are short. But if it's a consonant, then it doesn't have a vowel accompanying it, which breaks the rule. So I guess I'm confused too. Let's decide it's Suseka.
Okay. It's almost like, okay, yeah, Suseka. And then Susaic?
Well, that one, the yod does have a vowel.
I thought I said it. Susaic?
Susaic.
Susaic. I thought I said that. Okay.
Sorry.
No, I probably didn't. So then Susai.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so I guess what you're looking for is there an obnoxious yod? If there's an obnoxious yod, which may or may not be a vowel, if there's an obnoxious yod, it's a plural.
Okay.
At least in the plurals, they're all serre yods. They're that long E that sounds like A. Okay. So they're much less annoying. Yeah, let's read them anyway. Glenn, if you'd read the plurals, please.
Okay. Susayhem.
Susayhem.
Susayhem. Susayhen. Susaykem. Susayken. Susainu.
Good.
Susainu.
Ah, even better, yes. Yeah. That's what it looks like, and we'll look at a couple of these in the wild in just a minute. But page 81.
Sorry,
Uh,
before we move on,
mhm.
Ashley, could you just say the first, like, the type 1 of the first person and the type 2? Could you just, like, how do those sound different? I see how they're different.
Yes. Um, again, with the Potok being a weird letter to accompany a vowel letter, because again, the vowel letters, the holums and the shuruks and those letters, that the consonants that stand in for vowels are supposed to only stand in for long vowels, and so here it's standing in for a short vowel, and so I'm confused. Uh,
Oh,
first
sorry. I meant plural. First plural, person plural in type 1 and 2.
Oh, good. No
Sorry.
difference.
You do, that does sound exactly the same when you say it.
Yes, they are both
Okay.
Susainu.
Okay, thanks.
Yes.
Sorry about that.
No, no problem. Yeah, one of the interesting places where, yeah, it's not about what you hear, it's only about what you see. And that's very unusual. Okay, 9.6, feminine nouns. Feminine nouns do something a little aggravating here. So it helps to remember. Jump into your Wayback Machine if you have to. Feminine nouns have an ending. Feminine singulars. Feminine singular nouns have an ending that's a comet's hay or a tav. And so, particularly with the comet's hay, what we see is when you clip on a new ending, you frequently have to shift the ending that's already there. That doesn't happen with masculine singular nouns because masculine singular nouns don't have an ending. They are a single Lego. But feminine singulars already have a feminine singular ending clipped on. And so what we see in a number of cases is that feminine hay ending morphs into a tav before it gets its new ending attached. So on page 81, they're using Torah, law, right? But that's not what's here. That's Torath.
Okay.
Without the ending, without the suffix.
Yes.
Okay.
I suppose you can look at it this way. No one wants to read about Torah, ho. So,
But bring me a Toratho instead.
Torah, so sounds so much less sleazy. Yep, no Torah hose. Poor Luke just walked in and now he's like, I'm going upstairs.
That cannot be the weirdest thing he's heard. I
That's
refuse to
true.
believe that as the weirdest thing he's walked into.
That's probably true.
In a classroom setting?
Oh dear.
I've been in some of her classrooms.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, watch that through here. It's very consistent. The pronominal suffix remains what you saw here. It's just that hey has shifted to tav, as I just demonstrated, probably at least in part to smooth out the pronunciation. So,
If If it's a noun with a tav ending already,
nothing changes.
okay, thank you. I was like, I don't know what my question is, but you answered it. Okay. You're just
Haze,
adding the new, like the pronominal suffix,
you're just adding a pronominal suffix.
and it's
But
not changing. Okay.
hay endings, this will come up over and over. Hay endings are unstable, as it were.
Okay.
Um, in fact, haze regardless. We see this with the way you can get inseparable prepositions on the definite article, and the hay falls out.
Okay.
Right? This is kind of another version of that.
Okay.
Hays fall off of things when you bump into them. They don't stick well.
I like that. I mean, I don't like that. That's helpful.
It makes
It's
me
helpful
hate
to know
Hebrew
that.
slightly less.
Right.
Okay.
It's like a cheat
So,
code.
yeah. Glenn, do you want to read the singulars?
Okay. Toratho.
Good.
Toratha.
Yeah.
Torathek.
Close.
Torathok. No.
Torathica.
Torathaka. Thank you. Torathaka. I know for some reason that's a dinosaur word to me. It like
That's
conjures
what
up
I thought. I thought the exact same thing. Can't
con-
possibly be a Hebrew word. It sounds absurd. Okay.
Okay, who's buying a dinosaur for the kids for Christmas and being like, this is a Torathica?
yeah, I may have to have one sit in my office now.
A Tarathica?
A
Tarathica's up?
Tarathaka. Okay. Tor Torath Torathic.
It sounds dinosaur also.
That's yeah. Is that a schwa?
So it's
No.
a sere under the tav, and it's a schwa
Yes.
in the kaf.
Okay, so Torathic.
Yeah, thake probably, but yeah.
Torathic. And then Torathi.
Mhm. And Megan, the plurals, please.
Okay. Toratham. Toratham. Torathon.
But that makes no sense when for you,
Give me 1 second to read this rule.
bring back
Torath came.
Mm-hmm.
Torath Kane.
Ken, actually.
Uh,
So go.
mm-hmm. Torath Ken.
Mm.
And Torathenu.
Right. Good. And then throwing you a bone. In the plurals, you actually get to keep the feminine plural ending.
Oh,
You get
that is
Toroth,
helpful.
Toroth, Torotha, ha. Yeah, so the feminine plurals are better. Okay, there are, boy, this goes on forever. Yeah, goes on forever. You should probably read some of it, but I think it would be most helpful to show you a few of these in the wild.
Okay.
So, but that's not what I want. That's what I want. Oh, big. All right. Okay, so
Just the query or the
here we've got, yeah, let's work out verse 5. So I will do the first few words because that's a verb and you don't know it. So v'ahavta, Aif Yahweh, and you will love. That's all of this, and you will love. Aif is the definite direct object marker, so points us to the object. You will love Yahweh. Glenn, can you read the rest of the first line of 5, please?
El he he el hika
Elohika.
Elo.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Elohika. De Bekal.
Mm-hmm.
La Lava Lavka.
Good. Okay, so what's Elohika?
Your God.
Okay. Where has the eam of Elohim gone?
It is replaced with a type 2.
Very
Type
nice.
2
Yes.
suffix.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. So yes, your God. Um, Bacol. What's Bacol?
Is the B preposition?
It is very good.
Okay. Um, I forget which preposition it is.
Uh, it's a stretchy one. Frequently it's in, but you're gonna like with better in this context.
Okay. Okay. I forget coal.
Megan Cole.
It's all.
Okay.
Wouldn't I have a question about the pronunciation of it though? Wouldn't it be call?
Mm. Uh, the comets under Cole is a comet's hatoof, which is pronounced ah, Cole. It's similar to a, yeah, maybe I was making it too O, but yeah, it's slightly different than a comet's, but not very different, which is why they let it be the same
That's different than a
symbol.
comet's?
It does not look different. It is the same symbol.
I quit. What? Okay, so say again what this is. It's not a comet's.
It's a comet's hatoof.
Great.
It's okay. Time for the Wayback Machine. You brought it on yourself.
I know,
Um,
sorry. Sorry, Glenn.
That's okay. I that distinction would have gone over my head too.
Okay, good.
um, Page 14, y'all.
Oh no. What's the opposite of a trophy?
Oh, dear. I think we'll just give you a trophy that says it was on page 14. No, it's fine.
Okay.
So, you're you only got one long O, the holum, but there is a rare short O, comet's hatoof. I think it gets the same sign as the long A, pardon, excuse me, because the ah of father and the ah of hot just aren't that different.
So,
Hmm.
why are they called two different things if they make the same sound?
Because technically a comet's hatoof is a short vowel, which does things like trigger a schwa to be silent instead of vocal.
Okay.
I think I know that there can be some effect also on how the Hebrew gets chanted,
Okay.
but that's definitely out of my pay grade.
So, how did you look at this one in verse 5 and know that that was a comet's hatoof and not a comet's?
Um, okay, the simplest answer is I know that coal is a comet's hatoof.
Okay.
I just know that.
Okay.
Um, the answer, is it a comet's or is it a comet's hatoof? A comet's is infinitely more common than a comet's hatoof. Assume that they're cometses.
Okay.
And comet's hatoofs tend to occur in single syllable words.
Okay.
I feel like there's another rule as well. Anyway, tend to appear in single syllable words.
Okay.
Up here, up at the top of the screen here. This line next to the comets is it's called a metheg. When you see this line next to the comets, you know it's definitely a comets
Okay.
and not a comet's a tooth. Now, why does it get one here and not here, here, or there? I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, that
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Sorry to interrupt you, Glenn.
No,
No worries.
valid questions.
Okay. With all,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm assuming this is heart, lev,
Yes.
but with the type 2 suffix for type 2 second person.
Type 2?
No, okay. Type
No
1.
yod.
Right.
Now, what is going on, excuse me, lave occasionally occurs with a second bet. Seems to me, particularly when it picks up a suffix, that bet. So we think of lave as lamed bet. In older forms of Hebrew, it was levav. And that quasi-missing second bet tends to reappear when there's a suffix. So that's what's going on there. It's a bit of an exception. But yeah, that's what's going on. So yes, your heart. Megan, can you do the second line of verse 5?
Okay. Uvakol nef shika.
Nice.
Uvakol Meodica?
Yeah, ma'odika.
Maodica. Maodica.
Good.
Okay, so it would be and with all your, so that's the type 1 masculine single. Is that the neck soul word?
It is, yes.
Okay. And with all. I know this. This is with all your very, right?
Who have you been talking to?
You. But also, I have come across mid.
Oh, in your
Yeah.
your extracurricular activities. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All your heart and all your life and all your very. Seemed to me there were some things I skipped over because that's no good test because you all know that text. Seemed to me I skipped over
But that
some.
was really neat being able to look at it and know that that was the like the
Yeah,
Shema, right? Like
yeah,
that was really cool. That was a cool moment.
yes. Um, okay, this is a good place to be. Um, so uh, we read the first verse of Jeremiah 36 last time. In the fourth Shana, that was to Jehoiakim, son of uh, Yo, Yoshiahu, who was Melech of Yehuda. This Devar came to Yeremiyahu from Yahweh, saying, Kach is it's an imperative that means take. So take lekah. So here we get to something we didn't actually read through the sections of, that you can have pronominal suffixes on prepositions.
Mm.
Your time's up. Okay.
When the pronominal suffixes are on a preposition, we translate them like the object form.
Let me know when you switch.
So me or him or her, those sorts of things. So he says, take lekah. So what's l?
It's two, but it can also, I think, be other things. But I think it's mostly two.
2 or 4. You should always try
Okay.
both of them. Yeah.
Okay, four, two and four.
Okay. And so what?
Take to you.
Yeah, I would probably translate this in particular as take for yourself.
Okay.
But yeah, take to you.
And then that's the scroll word,
Yeah,
right?
we talked about that last week. Yeah, a scroll document, roll book, something like that. And you will write El Eha. This is El preposition, not El God.
Okay.
So what's El preposition?
Two.
Yeah. There's another word it would have made much more sense for them to use here. And in fact, it could be a bit of a mishearing by a scribe. I think it should be al, actually, with an ayin, because al is upon, and you will write upon. What's going on with this suffix?
Is that saying singular masculine it?
Close.
Nope. Plural. It's the type 2. So,
Um, type 2 has to do with whether a noun is
right.
singular or plural. Some prepositions just take type 2 suffixes
Okay.
because they do. So,
So, is it them? So, like, and right them?
so it's
Oh, it's upon. You already said that. That means upon. Sorry.
yeah.
And right
So
upon.
so it is upon it.
So it's
Uh,
referring to the scroll.
right. If you
Okay.
look, it's the 3FS pronoun. But we're not writing
Okay.
upon her because to us scrolls don't have gender.
Okay.
Um, but this is a good moment to observe the gender of the pronominal suffix here will match its antecedent. An antecedent is the noun that the pronoun points back to.
Okay.
So upon her means we have to find a feminine noun like Megillah.
Okay.
So take for yourself a scroll book and write upon it, her. Um, okay. Megan, do you want to read the second line of verse 2 here?
Okay. Kol hadavarim
Mm-hmm.
asher asher dav davarti
Check your Dagesh.
davarti
Good.
eliaka.
Good.
So all the words,
Uh-huh.
and then that we talked about that last week. I
We
know what it
did.
does, but I forget what it's called. Give me 1 second. That is the relative pronoun.
It is. Good.
So davarti would be
Oh, don't try too hard. Well, I mean,
let me try
try,
it. Because that's
try a,
also speak, right?
yes, it is. Yeah, try a little hard.
Okay, so uh I don't know what to do with the T, but is that like speak to me?
Um, I like the fact that you're vibing this with first person. All the words that I spoke, all the words that I worded.
Oh, it's a past tense and it's I. Okay.
Yeah, it's a verb, which is why I started out with don't try too hard. But then I realized, well, it's the same root as this. And again, that hieroc yod is pretty common in first person singular forms. So despite the fact we've not touched verbs yet, you kind of know this verb already.
Okay, so the relative pronoun it's that I spoke,
Mhm.
and then that ela is the same as above. So um is that like to you?
Yeah, this one was more upon, but yes, this is
Oh,
to you. because it's either one of two things. Either a scribe misheard al as l, and that's how we ended up with that, or they're just using the preposition l in two very different ways. Either is possible.
Okay.
And the mishearing is a real thing, because the way that scriptoriums worked typically was not that one copyist looked at a text and copied. It was that one person read and you wrote what you heard. And so some of the textual errors we find, sometimes they're eye errors, but sometimes they're ear errors. Sometimes they're mishears. Okay, let's do one more line. Glenn, can you read this line, please?
Al Yisharel.
Check your sin.
Yes, Ra'el.
Good.
Va'al.
Mm-hmm.
Yahuda.
Mm-hmm.
Va'al. Call. Hago. Yim.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this the all that you're talking about?
Yes, this is the upon. And can you could just leave it there, but there is kind of a there's a word for it. There's a use that means against of al. So you could read this against in this context.
Okay. So shall I?
Oh, please, sorry. Yes.
Okay. Against Israel and against Judah and against all the nations.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, little bit of stuff that won't connect well until next chapter. But yeah, good stuff, guys. We're most of the way through the first two verses of Jeremiah 36. Yeah, so hopefully that gives you a bit of a sense of how it works. For obvious reasons, some of these occur much more commonly than others. My and his and your are all over the place. And her, like, what woman does the Bible actually talk about? So, but yeah, good luck. Do nothing while you're away. Keep warm and well fed. Yeah. How I usually approach my Hebrew students. Yeah, I would say kind of there are no bad translation exercises in this chapter. They're all helpful. You might in particular want to look at section 2, page 36, since I didn't really talk about the use of pronominal suffixes on prepositions. If you want to talk about that in 3 weeks' time, we can do that. But if it seems comfortable enough, I think we might just go on to construct chain, because you've kind of caught most of that anyway. And yeah, it'd be nice to keep moving. And then 37 is, 37 is Bible, and Bible is great. So you are away the next 2 Mondayses, which gives us like do we want to try to meet sometime the week of the 8th, or should we just skip to the 15th?
I'm available on the 8th. I'm back in town on the 1st of December.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, so we can meet the 8th. Okay. Okay, great.
Hold on, because I did have a few orthodontic things assigned to me, and I'm pretty sure I was able to say, okay, great. Never mind.
Okay.
Nothing to see here. Okay.
The usual 1 o'clock on Monday? Yeah. Okay.
It's 1 o'clock, not 1:30.
Yes, because I made that mistake once.
Why do I not know that?
I just kind of sat around fiddling with emails.
Right. I remember that.
Right?
Right.
Okay,